Oh, by the way, well, we'll get to this in a minute. Let's start with the Fiesta concerns. And we have some for tomorrow. Just looked at the latest model information. And here's part of our issue here, and that is tomorrow is going to be marginal wind-wise. Right now, forecast models show about 12-mile-an-hour winds along the valley floor at Balloon Fiesta Park. That's marginal. It's a little gusty. Part of the issue, too, I think that could end up being a bigger concern. About 500 feet up, winds go as high as about 28 miles an hour. That's going to be tough. There's no question about it. So what that ends up doing is it leads to an issue with, even if you get the balloon off the ground, get a little higher in the atmosphere, and the balloons can really take off in those gusty winds. So we have to watch out. Now, we've been doing very well at getting that little window enough to get the mass ascension going. So what I would recommend is getting up in the morning, seeing what the winds are doing. If you're seeing those winds, even at the Sunport, at around 15 plus miles an hour, it's a little shaky. The good news in all this is Saturday and Sunday both look very, very good. And what we're really concerned with is, may have some issues, not necessarily always taking off, but landing could be really tricky. But less wind this weekend looks very, very good. And this is part of our issue, and that is that we have a backdoor cold front pushing its way in. That's leading to some of what we're going to get with a bit of an easterly flow during the morning hours and during the day tomorrow. And it's that easterly flow that's going to help crank up the winds a little bit. So we will see those winds start around 10 plus miles an hour across the area here as we get into mass ascension time. But if we're up around 12 miles an hour, again, on the valley floor and then higher than that above, that's where we're a little shaky here. So it'd be a yellow light day, but the weekend does look really good on the whole. 62 degrees in the metro. Temperatures for the most part, 50s and 60s to the north. Down to the south, 50s and 60s too. Winds right now at 12 miles an hour. Remember, they were much stronger than that this afternoon and this evening. That canceled the glow. And obviously your threshold goes down a bit when you're doing a mass ascension. You can't really deal with much wind at all of any real consequence. Right now, not much shower-wise. We still have our storm system, which has been sitting over the state what seems like forever, down across the boot heel right now. So during the day tomorrow, our best shot at showers will be across the southeast when we're going to get another round of storms. But then by Saturday, we completely dry out because that storm system near the boot heel goes away. But where does it go? Well, let's track this thing and show you exactly what it is going to do. This is actually pretty interesting stuff. Storm this past Monday was over Arizona, and then it worked its way in our direction. By Wednesday, we had a good crop of showers across the state, and then the storm started to sag down to the south. It favored the southeast for some showers. And then we look at early next week when it backs off over the Baja, and then it goes out into the Pacific, and then it comes all the way back in again next week. It was what we call retrograding, pushing from the east back to the west. So yes, we will actually get hit by this storm 2 different times. We've already been hit once, then we're going to send it back out to sea mid next week and then crank it back over the state by the weekend. So yeah, we're going to get hit twice by the same storm. You're welcome. 70 in Durango, 68 in Pagosa Springs, 72 in Alamosa. Looks good Saturday into Sunday with mostly sunny skies and a great weekend to check out the leaves if you want to do that across northern New Mexico and southwestern Colorado. 60s and 70s across the northwest, mostly sunny and nice for tomorrow. Southwest, not a great risk of showers for tomorrow with temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Over to the southeast, scattered afternoon storms. Possibility here, some of them widespread at times. Places like Chaves County, Eddy and Lee counties, Roosevelt County all have a chance to get wet. Northeast, spot storms, nothing all that widespread with temperatures in the 60s. Over to the northern mountains, partly cloudy skies here. A spot storm will be a possibility. Down into the East Mountains, looking pretty good for tomorrow. Mix of sun and clouds. I can't rule out a spot storm, but it's nothing I'd plan around. Metro area, the big story will be the breezy conditions early in the day. Otherwise, a nice day, and it just gets better from there. Saturday and Sunday, if you're getting up and going to Balloon Fiesta Park to see Jess and Dean early in the morning on Saturday, you got perfect weather.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, Mark.
Bet.